Dear student, today I will be discuss the chapter Understanding Laws. You read and learn in previous chapter the three parts of the government: executive, legislature and judiciary. Central level legislature known as parliament, and in previous chapter you learn and know how parliament make law for whole of the country and procedures related from the lawmaking in the parliament also you know. In this chapter the important laws after independence formed by the parliament and implemented whole of country. All persons in independent India are equal before the law. It means that the law cannot discriminate between persons on the basis of their religion, caste or gender. Laws apply equally to all citizens of the country, and no one of the country is above the law. Any crime or violation of law has a specific punishment. In ancient India, laws did not apply equally to all. Even the punishment that two persons received for the same crime varied depending on their caste backgrounds. In the colonial government failed to establish the rule of law in India. The colonial law was arbitrary. The Sedition Act of 1870 presents the best example of the arbitrariness of British law. Under this act, any person protesting or criticizing the British government could be arrested without due trial. Indian nationalists began protesting and criticizing this arbitrary use of authority by the British. They also began fighting for greater equality and wanted to change the idea of law from a set of rules that they were forced to obey to law as including ideas of justice. By the end of the 19th century, the Indian legal profession also began emerging and demanded respect in colonial courts. They began to use law to defend the legal rights of Indians. Indian judges also began to play a greater role in making decisions. Therefore, there were several ways in which Indians played a major role in the evolution of the role of law during the colonial period. Rule of law means all law for equal person and no discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, gender. Rule of law means that law apply equality to all citizens of the country and no one can be above the law. The Hindu Succession Amendment Act 2005, according to this law, sons, daughters and their mothers can get an equal share of family property. New laws have been enacted to control population and provide employment. The Parliament has an important role in making laws. There are many ways through which the takes place, and it is often different group in society the raise the need of the particular laws. Means all people related from the society related contemporary period raised the issue related domestic violence. Domestic violence generally refers to the injury or harm or the threat of injury or harm caused by an adult male, usually the husband, against his wife. Injury may be caused by physically beating of the woman or by emotionally abusing her. The Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005 extends the understanding of the term domestic to include all women who live or have lived together in a shared household with the male members. There are two rights got by Domestic Violence Act 2005. Women who are affected by the domestic violence. The new law recognizes the right of women to live in a shared household. Women can get a protection order against any further violence. Second, women can get monetary relief to meet their expenses including medical costs also. How Domestic Violence Act got passed in Parliament? When complaints by the victims of domestic violence increased in society, the need for a new law began to be felt. So different forums raised the issue of domestic violence. Lawyer Collective, a group of lawyers, law students and activists, after nationwide consultation, took the lead in drafting the domestic violence bill. This draft was widely circulated in the society. The bill was firstly introduced in the Parliament in 2002. This bill was opposed by the women's group related from the clause. A press conference was held in which decision to start online petition was taken. Several women's organizations, National Commission for Women made submission to the Parliamentary Standing Committee. In December 2002, the Parliamentary Standing Committee submitted its recommendations to the Rajya Sabha, and these were also tabled in the Lok Sabha. The committee's report accepted most of the demands of the women's group. Finally, a new bill drafted and produced and introduced in the Parliament. After being passed in both of houses of Parliament, means by the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, and sent to the president for his consent. The Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act came into effect in 2006.